Forming basic shapes. What I want to do is in the next few lectures kind of go over basic shape generation. And why it's so important is because I notice I have students that come from a traditional art background where you learn to draw from basic shapes. And those students right there, they have what it takes to really see stuff like what an arm is made out of. Okay, it's not just the complex structure with forms stuck to it, and those forms automatically magically appear on the paper. It's formed like with a baseball bat, a bowling pin, a baseball, and those basic shapes go together, and the person can formulate a very complex form down to a very uncomplex form and then easily make something. So the same thing goes with 3D. You have to know how to take your basic shape, this one, and turn it into a little bit higher basic shape forms. Okay? So here I have an orc helm. It's a black orc. I was just kind of using it as an example as a complex shape. So we got our basic sphere, okay, made out of the helmet. And if I break this apart real quick here, let's see if I go to polygons, mesh, separate, edit, modify, center pivot. There we go. So now all the pivots are centered. So if I look at this, how it's put together, I love putting together things in realistic forms. Okay. In other words, this is kind of how it would probably be put together if it was a realistic item. You got this thing sitting on top of this. It's got a pivot point back here. The jaw moves up and down using that pivot point. Those realistic details really do add a lot to the model. It allows the imagination to wander quite a bit. So here as a basic shape goes, how do you get something like this into something like this? So I'm going to show you several methods in order to get complex shapes. Right, not maybe a black orc helm, but just the tools necessary to be able to pull off such things as extrude on curves, and just breaking it down a little bit better, because right here certainly that was an extrude on curve, but there's another method that you can use along with it, and then how to tweak it out quite a bit, also using some of the manipulation tools under animation. The animation has a lot of deformers that I use with modeling. So that's what's coming up in the next series or section of lectures here, starting now. So go on to the next video.